Welcome back, everyone, to the world of the MHC, where last time we found an underwater lake that allowed us to do a little bit of exploration on the new large caverns that we have. We're going to explore that a little bit more today. The other goal I have today is to have a look at the new generation system for minerals, actually, no, new mining system for metals, because in the past, whenever you mined for a metal, you would get the ore block, but they've changed that in this snapshot, so the things are going to be a little bit different. I'm hoping right now, though, to get this place lit up so that I can have a chance of finding something in here that, well, have a way of staying alive in here probably is a more to the point, because we have all sorts of nasty things. Drowning is one of them, of course. I don't have much means in which to be able to handle that at the moment. Let's see what we can find around. If I remember correctly, I ran into a creeper during the last episode, who fortunately did not have too much of an opportunity to do anything to me. But I'm hoping to be able to have this thing well enough, A, to keep too many mobs from spawning, and B, maybe I could see something that is underground. Ah, look at this, some gold. That would be nice. And some iron there. All right, because this would be a perfect demo of what I want to show. All right, there we go. Now, what do we have here? We have some opportunity for placing some cobble here so that I can reach the gold. Very good. And there we go. A new item I've never had before, and that is raw gold. And that's a new addition to the game, where instead of getting the ore block, you now get raw gold. And the same thing is true now for iron. So we have some raw iron. Now, the advantage of this for the player, now, this is the thing about consistency also, because in the past, most other types of things that you mine give you an item rather than the block, such as coal, for example. So it's a bit of an inconsistency in there. But on top of that, anyone who has fortune or something like that would be able to use that to their advantage to be able to get more iron than they would have in the past, that we've been able to do last week with the old generation system, with the old mining system, I should say. Ah, okay, here's an interesting place. Ooh, quite a tunnel here. I know I'm ignoring the watery area and finding out what's all around here. Oopsie daisy. Oh, hello. Oh, let's get out of here. Let them fight amongst themselves, at least until I have a weapon in my hand. Now that I've got a weapon, I can face them. Oh, well, if they want to fight each other, fine. Try to say, do you go after the player or at the... All right. Now, I'm hoping that skeleton weakened you enough that I can take care of you quickly, as I just did. All right, good. Now, let's see. We have a little more up here. Oh, that could be nice and dangerous, isn't it? Ooh, but I could get this. Now, of course, if you don't have fortune, then the net amount you're going to get is going to be the same. Now, another advantage of this is that if you're doing mining for iron near the border between deep slate and stone. So around in the areas between 0 and 16, you won't have to worry about collecting two different types in there because you're going to be always getting iron. You're not going to be getting a combination of deep slate iron ore and the old style of iron ore. Of course, let's see what we got here. Though I don't know why they decided to introduce deep slate in the first place. I guess it's a way to introduce a new type of building block. That's the only reason I could really think on there, but I guess that has its advantages. Now, here we go. Here's some copper, so let's demonstrate this with copper too then. And there you go. And that's why I made another pickaxe, just in case that happened. There you go. And now we have some... Right, there's 5 iron, 4... Oh yeah, 8 raw copper. There you go. Not that there's all that much you could do with copper, but it's there. I know. It could be used for building. And let's see. Where do I need to go next? Now let me get back to the waterway because that's where I wanted to go in the first place before I got taken off on this a little bit of a tangent. But I want to make sure things are going to be reasonably safe here. And besides, having a few extra things around is not going to hurt. And I am going to be needing more torches. Probably be needing more wood too soon because I think that's the last of my wood. All right, so now I saw some iron right over here. Considering how difficult it was for me to find iron earlier, it's nice to be able to find some now. Ah, good. Now that we've got that, let's check out that watery area, which I think is down this way. Oh, yeah, this way. Anything I can see down? Actually, would I want to explore this huge cavern of water here? Because if I drown, it could be a bit of a problem in recovering my stuff. So perhaps doing that right now is not the best idea. So what I'll do is I'll go here, put away these things that I found, start the iron cooking, and then once I've done that, I can then do it. That way, if I get killed, it won't be the worst disaster that we can have. Let's see, what do we have here? We have... Let's do this now. Since I only got 1 coal, I will need a little bit more coal because I used that quite readily in making torches a moment ago. Oh, I've got more oak logs. I got 33 more oak logs, so that's not a problem. For a moment there, I thought I was going to have to either try to grow trees, because I think I do have some trees here that I could, saplings I could turn into trees if needed. All right. Get that down there. Let that cook up. And while that's cooking, I can go and check out that little lake and see if there's anything there I can find that's of use. Probably not. Let's see. Okay, we have a glow squid there. And we can see that we've got... Trouble is, without water breathing, there isn't much you can do here. Because before too long... Okay, at least my eyes adjust here. But we do have the stalactites coming out all around here. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. See what I mean? I'm drowning, and I was looking around for a mob when no, I was just drowning because yeah. You don't have water breathing spells in a regular Minecraft world. So, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. And let's see, this has aqua affinity, but that doesn't give me the ability to breathe underwater. That just gives me the ability to, well, actually, if I want to be able to go down and breathe, that's what the magnet blocks are for. I should be able to leverage them. All right. Ooh. Oh, unfortunately, of course, they could also pull me down, which is the disadvantage of the magnet blocks. But yes, this is how large these caverns can get. And sometimes they could be filled with water all over the place. And who knows what you're going to be finding down here? Probably lots of mobs. And I'm going to have to get some more torches because I'm definitely going to be running out pretty soon. But I want to be able to at least see. And of course, by seeing him, also. Uh-oh. Whoopsie daisy. Oh my! Well, that goes pretty deeply down. I'm at 16 right now, so that seems to go down to way below desk because we have a change of local water level here, which is something that is that a mine shaft? Uh-huh. I have to be careful here because I don't want to be knocked down. Let's see. And see if I get this. All right. Well, that's one way to handle that. All right. So let's see. What did that do to me? Probably nothing good. Is I want to be able to look down there without putting myself in danger of going down this waterfall because this waterfall can be. I think that's yeah, that is a mine shaft because that is wood, and I think there are some chains holding it up. Right. So I am looking at that at 678, 709 to the north. That is so about 680, and I'm going to say that's about 680 and 732 maybe. Minus 680 and minus 732 is going to be my guess. So I think that's the next thing that we could perhaps explore. I don't see any oxalotls here. I've seen plenty of glow squid, but not anything else here. So glow squid, they seem to like dark places. Well, it could be that this is one place where they have an advantage. Or whatever. Let's see, what is that? Nothing. All right. Let me then head back onto the other side. I'm going to see if I could find that mine shaft. That mine shaft is, I don't think it's that far down. We are at 16. How about right here? Now, I said that that was at 680. That'll be out in this direction. Well, I didn't note the height, but I guess it'll be based on that because I don't want to head out that way. Hmm. So let's start out here. And it's going to take me a little while on here, considering that I am at... How far... Actually, let's see that. How far did I have to go down? Oh, no, the water is right on that level there, right? So I think this would be... Now, I'm not quite at 680. I am, of course, 40 blocks that way from 680, but it may at least give me an idea on the best way to go. And now I want to get to 732. This is going to be a long way to go, but I might be able to find a mine shaft because they do have a couple of tweaks to mine shafts, and this might be a good opportunity to have a look at one if I can make it. And since mine shafts tend to be rather large, I'll probably run into it well before I get to the spotted location. And I'm also likely to run out of light. I am getting close to the Z coordinate and found some redstone. Not that I have much use on that. Can't remember if I run into any of that yet. Anyway, if I have anything for I need for redstone, I'll take care of that now. See, I still have 16 more blocks to go before I get to my Z coordinate. Then I need to turn to the right and continue along on that direction. Ooh, copper! Let's grab a little bit of that. Ooh, coal. And in fact, I think that might be more valuable than the copper, most likely. Maybe I could try to build something with the copper since I've gotten all this copper. It'd be nice if I could find a geode and could build something and make a spyglass, but I don't have that means at the moment. What I do have is a great deal of coal. Ah, all right, that's good. And I have made it almost to the location I need. I just have a few more to go and I'll be there, but nice to have a few more materials handy. And maybe even a little bit more copper. Well, I know, I just can't help myself and collecting all that I can. That's, I guess, the hoarding spirit of Minecraft. Actually, we're at 31 now, so I think it's a perfect time for me to turn in this direction. And if I computed things right, then I need to head out to... what was that place I need to go to? Oh, 680. Yeah, so that means 40 blocks this way. So I really shouldn't be that far away from the location of this mine shaft. Of course, I may have grossly miscomputed things because, well, I was just trying to eyeball it. I didn't have exact statistics for the matter. And of course, my pick is not going to last all the way through. Yeah. Did I compute this properly, or am I way off in my estimate? Will I be able to find that mine shaft? Will I be able to get a new pickaxe? Well, we have to find that out in the next episode of The World of the MHC.